Right, I've just scored myself some beautiful steaks for my dinner tonight. Just had a chat with Neil, and he's going to have a chat with us all about his butcher's shop. And he's had a bit of a change round since I last came in when I did my high street tour video, which is just down the way. This is Neil the butcher.
Hiya. Butcher. You alright? We're here to do business. We're still staying here.
Yeah, good.
As a lot of people were aware, we were up for sale for a couple of years.
Yeah.
But due to circumstances and different change of opinions and customers wanting me to stay, we've had a bit of a revamp.
Would have been awful to see the shop go.
It would, but you know, you get a bit of ill health and you get a bit tired and worn out and run down, which I was. But I managed to lose 2.5 stone, get a bit fitter, get a bit more energy back in, and you feel like you can start again. So we've had a good old move around, and we've introduced fruit and veg in the shop now.
Yeah, just see that. Good news for the community that the shop's staying, isn't it? So you say you start us off small with
we started it off small. Obviously, it's perishable goods.
Yeah.
And with it being, we've not sold it before. The facts are that people don't know we're selling it, so there'll be a high wastage to start with.
Right, and they're obviously from local providers.
Yeah, from as local as we can find them anyway. Then obviously, your bananas have got to be imported. And your pineapples, and your citrus fruits and that sort of thing. But you know, as fruit and veg is seasonal in the country, we'll get them in from local suppliers that grow them locally when they come in and out of season. Yeah. Hopefully we'll get local sprouts on for Christmas. Only 69 sleeps, I think it is now.
Yeah, 60. There's a little sign outside.
It's 69, it's 70 sleeps today. I'm soon tell you. I'll verify that. 16th today, yet 70 sleeps to go.
So how long have you had the shop now?
It's just over 16 years now, but I've worked in Repton since 1984, over 30 years. I bought my old boss out in 97 and pushed it forward from then. It's been good. Like I said, three or so years ago I was feeling a bit worn out and a bit burnt out.
You make some early starts in the mornings, don't you, being a butcher?
We do a lot of hours.
I used to do a bit of this myself, as I told you before.
I made a few changes into how I run the business, delegated the paperwork out a little bit more to the accountant and that sort of thing. Yeah. So I've not got to spend quite so much time number crunching and paperworking, which has freed up a bit more of my time.
You're a butcher, aren't you? Not a
I'm a butcher. I'm a butcher, not a bloody accountant. Yeah. My expertise is cutting the meat into the joints people want, sourcing the meat from reputable people. Yeah. And hopefully providing a very much needed service in the community. But we'll just see how Repton responds now to the refit and the news I'm not selling, and see where we go from now. Hopefully we'll get more trading, because you know, we've done a bit of customer research, and the fruit and veg is what people said that they miss out in the village. Since the fruit and veg man passed away 3.5 years ago and shut his shop at the top of Well Lane. And there hasn't been a decent fruit and veg supply in the village.
Of all these tours I do of the villages everywhere I go, you barely see one. Yeah. You barely see one.
But it is up to the villagers.
You know, use it or lose it.
Yeah, you know, we're happy to start it off and start small and grow it as the trade goes. But it's like I say, if people don't sell it, we end up throwing it away. There's no point in providing a service that isn't wanted. So, you know, it's up to the village. If they want a fruit and veg shop, as well as a good quality butcher, come and use us and we'll grow with you.
Yeah. And you've got some awards here for...
Oh yes, the black pudding awards.
Sausages.
Yeah, award-winning black pudding, pork and black pudding sausages. One of the best in the show, top award. Yeah, we've had several different bits and bobs. I tend not to display most of them really. I just got that one up, the sausage, which it was a local one, Swaddling Coat sausage competition.
Oh right, you're in the local paper. Which paper was that?
Local paper with that one.
Which paper, the Mail or the...
That one was the Burton Mail, yeah.
Yeah.
It made 2 or 3 different papers. You know, the Burton Mail's got sister papers around Derby. I think Derby Telegraph ran a bit of a story on it as well.
Right, yeah. Cool.
So it was a South Derbyshire competition in Swaddling Coat. Right. It was good. Everything was good. But we're up and running. We've got a new apprentice started today, Reese. Here you go, Reese. Pop your head over and smile.
So hello to YouTube.
That's Reese. Your new apprentice, his first day today.
Is he doing alright?
He's doing alright. A bit nervous. Keeps forgetting to press the plus button on the till, which is a bad thing. Obviously we want as many pluses as we can on there.
He'll soon pick it up.
He'll soon
Your
pick it up.
guidance,
He's a
won't
good
he?
lad. He's worked for me before in another business Steve I've started up as well, so
Right.
he's a good lad. He just needs a bit of guidance and he'll get there. We haven't had to have the plasters out yet anyway, which is always a good sign.
Oh right, yeah. I've still got a cut on the end of my finger right there where I had a
Saying
slip.
that.
Yeah.
So,
The boners in the meat plant that I used to work at, their arms were just ravaged down here.
Yeah.
You know, we hooking into
You know
a
what it's
forecourt
like.
or something. Yeah.
you always do when you're learning.
Battle scars.
People think you're a self-harmer, but you know, it looks a bit like that, but no, it's just battle scars from the job.
Yeah. It's alright to go and have a look at the back and
Yeah,
show
yeah,
them?
well, it's a bit untidy at the minute because obviously with the refit, we'll
Yeah.
be finished sorting out.
Well, we didn't stage anything, did we? We've just come in. I've got
No.
my camera, so
It's everything we've sorted out. We've got to sort all these out because obviously there's going to be dried goods and bits and bobs on these shelves, storage, ingredients for sausage and that sort of thing.
yeah.
We've got to move a stainless steel table through into the office. That's going to be a freezer room in there eventually. In the next couple of weeks, get all that sorted.
Yeah.
It's just a work in progress at the minute in the back here.
A mincer here.
Yeah, the old mincer and sausage filler. That's where all the sausages are made.
You call the thing in the middle, the worm.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
worm's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all there.
I remember that.
That's
Used
the
to-
mixer for the
the one at the meat
baked
plant
chicken.
used to be a massive industrial
Proper
size thing.
old-fashioned bacon slicer, done by hand, the old-fashioned way still.
And all the knives and saws and all that.
Yeah, well, bits and bobs. Again, there's a lot of
boning.
stuff we've found when we've been moving stuff.
Yeah.
I've got to sort all through that. A lot of those things, like these gambles, I've got loads of these gambles I don't need. So they'll be on eBay and all sorts of things going to be sold. All like my old slices that I've been storing for years that are redundant will all be sold.
Yeah.
We're having a really good sort out. And this will be a proper little cutting room. Give us Saturday and Sunday this weekend.
And these
And all this will be sorted out.
and these pies, obviously, from what you
They're
can
the
see here,
pork pies.
homemade pork pies for sure.
Yeah. They're going to be, give us another couple of hours and they'll all be filled, cooked and jellied.
Beautiful.
Ready for tomorrow's trade, hopefully.
Should have some of them when they're ready.
A bit of the action that's happening over the weekend might have aroused a bit of customers' interest, so they'll pop down and see what we're doing.
So this is where you chat to all the customers then, isn't it?
This is where we chat to all the customers.
This is what I've just bought, some of this nice ribeye.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And we've obviously made it a cleaner, easier to clean, not so many nooks and crannies, a straight through affair, whereas before we used to have it a bit mishmash, but we're trying to go for quick,
a lot
easier
better.
to clean, a lot better,
yeah.
a lot brighter,
Yeah.
a lot more customer friendly we hope, because obviously the customers now can peruse the shelves at will now, because they can get to them as they were
If you do
on
come
this
here,
grill
if
before.
you do come here as a customer, have these chutneys because they're absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. We're just here to do the business now, we just need the customers to come
Yeah.
and see what we're doing. Homemade pies, the sausage rolls just about to come out of the oven, look. Just bear with me a second if I there we go.
Look at that.
We've got the old meat probe, we'll just whip it down there, matey. Stab that in. Let's just make sure that gets to, if it gets to 72, 73 degrees, we're well with, there we go, look.
Beautiful.
77, 70, 82.
It's a
They're
pass.
well cooked, they are.
Some more ready to go in there.
Well, their pies ready to go in, fruit pies ready for the morning, and Eccles cakes. Some pie cases have just been delivered, ready for filling with steak, kidney, chicken and mushroom pies. Put them on there.
Beautiful.
I'll transfer them under here now. So I cook it up here, everyone's on it. And I'm going to move these about. Obviously we can't put that straight to the counter.
Nope.
It's going to be too hot. Just take this call.
Right, sure.
Hello, Redshaw's Butchers. Yes. The ducks normally start at about £4.5 to £5, and we can get up to £7.5 to £8 if we're lucky. Depending on how well the farmer's looked after them and how much corn he's fed them. Well, if you order an £8, we'll get as close as we can to it, you know, or if you order a £4.5
These are all absolutely beautiful, all of these.
Range, obviously, they're not factory reared, he just feeds them and they eat ad lib. And when he slaughters them, I'll order say 30 ducks off him, and I'll tell him I want 10 £12, 10 £8, 10 £5, 10 £6, and he'll send me as close as he can to those weights. And then when they arrive here, we mix and match. We're normally within £1 of all the poultry, because all the poultry do the same. They're all farm reared free range. Farming, obviously, not these mass produced birds. You know, if they eat so much corn after so many weeks, they turn out exactly the same sort of weights. But the free range farm reared products, it's a bit more hit and miss. But like I say, we'll guarantee we'll be within £1, £1.5 of the weight you order of any poultry. No, we don't take deposits. We rely on good old-fashioned trust here. All you need is your name and phone number with our order book, with what you need, you know, the weight and size of the bird you need, and we'll book it all down, and it'll be ready for collection on the 23rd or 24th of December, whenever you want to fetch it.
I wonder if you want to see chocolate and this.
What is it?
You've said you can.
What was it, this?
My Christmas order books for you. What name is it again?
Got to let Neil crack on with running his business. So yeah, if you've got a local butcher like this, definitely support them. Because I'll take it from me, the taste of all this stuff is far better than what you'd ever get in any supermarket. So this is Redfern's Butchers in Repton, Derbyshire. Cheers.